Okay, we got a really good question from Koi Fix. I think that's how you pronounce that. I need a pronunciation guide to pronounce some of these screen names. But our buddy Koi Fix, he wants to know. He started learning Japanese. He loves it, right? He loves anime, first of all. He says, I really appreciate your channel because this whole Japanese to anime thing, I mean, that's what motivated me originally to start learning the language, right? Anime, I love it. And he says he started learning the language, right? And one of the things he's doing to start his journey is he started learning the Hiragana and the katakana, the charts, right? The letters, the alphabets of Japanese, right? Learning how to write. And he wants to know whether that's a good place to start. Right? He wants to know, he's gotten a lot of opinions from other websites that this seems to be the way to go. He wants to know what I think of that. And yeah, I took this question because there is a lot of opinions on this topic, and I think it's a hot topic. I think it's funny. The consensus. Let's start with that. What's the consensus? The accepted opinion is that you should be a literate piece of society. You should not be illiterate. That's wrong. That's bad. You should not do that. You can't go about society not reading things. You're stupid. That's one of the big, believe it or not, that's one of the big opinions out there on the interwebs, right? Well, and for good reason. There's a lot of people who spent 10 years banging out them kanji. You know what kanji is, right? They're 2,000 characters of Japanese language. You gotta learn them, right? And they spent 10 years, every single day, and they got it. And then they see these up and comers, these young bucks learning Japanese. They're like, wait, no. You better learn them kanji, son. Get your licks. You better not fucking mess up that stroke order. You better get that right. So a little bit, you know, they've got this pride associated, you know, well deserving of what they did. They've accomplished this thing, and they don't want to see anybody mess up their accomplishment, right? The camera's focused? I hope so. Anyway, so that's what's going on here. And they also say that it'll fuck up your pronunciation. All right, if you don't learn the hiragana, you're gonna learn these romajis, you're gonna use the English characters, you're gonna have a bad pronunciation. Funny how that works, right? You better learn to write, otherwise you can't speak. I've always thought babies learned it the other way around, don't you? Well, anyway, so these are the consensuses, right? And you know, they're not unfounded. But what I'm gonna suggest to you here, Koi Fix, and this is just for you personally, right? That's because I've read your email. And you tell me that you are motivated because you love anime. That's your thing, right? That's what you love. That's the whole reason why you learned Japanese first. If there was no anime, I'm assuming you probably wouldn't be learning Japanese. You'd probably do something else, right? You got a lot of interest probably. This probably wouldn't be the thing you're doing. So, and you want to understand the anime, you tell me in your email. So, I think you should learn from them animes. That's what I think. No biased opinion here because this is Japanese to anime. Right? But anyway, I really do think you should because that's what you love. I don't think you should get ready to do the thing you love. Because this is a lot of thing I see with a lot of people. They got to get ready to do the thing that they love because they're not ready yet. Well, I think you should watch anime. I think you should do the thing you love because that's what you want to do, right? You want to output. You want to understand the anime. I think you should practice understanding anime. I think that's the thing. You want to learn how to pole vault. I think you should do some pole vaulting. You want to learn how to pole dance. I probably think you should do some pole dancing. Right? Don't read a book about pole dancing. Go pole dance. Right? I don't know if there's any pole dancing books out there, but if there is, I'm gonna buy them all. I'm gonna put them on my calendar. I was gonna say next to my bed at night, but that's inappropriate. Anyway, so you know, I'm getting off topic here. I think you should do the thing you love. I think there's a lot of stuff about how you shouldn't. Now, if you told me, you know what I love, I love hiragana. I'm a hiragana maniac. Then I'd say learn the hiragana. That's what you want to do. That's what you love, right? Or maybe, you know, let's get realistic, right? Maybe you love literature. Maybe you love even manga, right? Yeah, I want to learn manga. Not particularly anime. I'm not into it. Then I'd say learn the hiragana because that's what's going to get you to your goal. That is your goal. I think you should do the thing that's associated with your goal. There's no proper steps, right? Who decided these steps anyway, right? You have to learn hiragana before you learn the language. It's wrong. It's broken. You can't do that. There's so much opinion on the internet. Have you noticed? So anyway, and how do you go about doing that? How do you go about learning through Japanese or anime, right? Is it practicable? Can you really do it? Well, there's a lot of techniques, right? This whole channel is dedicated to that. Go watch some of the videos I have. Go sign down in the newsletter, the video newsletter. I have down there. There's techniques. I've got the 300 most common words you can use, all kinds of stuff. Subtitles too, whatever. There's hundreds of practical ways you can go about doing it, man. And as for pronunciation, this is another thing. Pronunciation is going to get bad. You know, I don't know. You know, I don't think your pronunciation is going to get messed up if you don't learn written letters. I think you're fine with that. I think most babies in any country you find without the written alphabet. Right? A lot of my students, I've 7,000, 8,000 students by now. Hundreds of private students that I've worked by now. The pronunciation is pretty damn good, you know. Probably about 1,000 times better than any other classroom environment that only uses the textbook. And that's only exaggerating slightly. So I think you're going to be okay with that. You know what I think you should also know? The statistics, right? There's less than 90% of people who embark on learning a second language actually succeed. Can you believe that? They start it and they never achieve fluency. Right? They don't. Less than 90%. And of those 90%, there's most of those people, right? I don't have the exact statistics for this one, but I'd say about less than 5%. Spend less than 4 years to achieve fluency, right? So there's like maybe like 1, 2, 3% of people who actually learn language in a reasonable amount of time. Everybody else that spends 5, 4, 6, 10 years. A long time. You're gonna be doing this for a long time, man. So you gotta enjoy what you're doing. You really do, right? I mean, and you know, anime, I mean, you gotta do what you want. You gotta do the thing you love, because one of the things I see with a lot of polyglot friends I have, people that they're in Europe, right? They learned English. I have friends in Philippines. How'd they learn English? Talk to all these really flawless English speakers. I thought they were born in America. And they're like, yeah, you know, I watch a lot of American television. That stuff runs all over the place. You know, in our country, there's American television all day. We watched it all day, and that's why I speak good. I'm like, no way. That's impossible. You didn't open up a textbook? No. It's movies. Friends. I watched a lot of Friends, right? So they watched a lot of Friends, so now they can speak really good, right? So I guess they watch Friends, so now they can make friends. I think that's the assumption there. But anyway, man, that's what's going on. That's the people who are really achieving fluency in this stuff, right? The people who do the thing they love, and then they're able to do the thing they love after they have done the thing they love. It's a miracle, right? Now, in terms of actual learning the hiragana, it's easy, man. You know what? It's not hard. I learned it in 2 days. A lot of my students, they learn in a couple days. Just write them over and over. They're not very complicated letters, right? They're pretty simple. Write them over and over and over and over for 2 days. Boom, you're done. Right? It's not hard. The only thing I'm concerned about is that you're going to forget them if you're not using them. Right? If your interest is not in writing or reading, you will forget them and you wasted your time. Right? I forgot katakana completely because I didn't read in the beginning. I thought that was the way to go. I learned both those charts in quick time. I thought I was a really good student, and I didn't use them at all. I forgot them. I had to relearn them. It was a waste of my time. So I don't want to see you do that. All right? But if your interests are in literature, then go for it, dude. Go ahead. Anyway, I think that completely answers your question, and keep rocking on.